Hi kids! When we go into the schools and get a chance to play for the students, we have a time at the end of our concert where they get to ask us questions of things that they're interested in. Of course we don't get to do that now while we're stuck at home, but we thought that maybe we'd answer some of those questions that we hear often in case you're interested in those things too. Hope you enjoy! So something that a lot of kids want to know is how long we've been playing our instruments. So we're each going to answer that individually. So I have been playing the flute for 27 years. That's a long time.
Hi kids. So, how long have I been playing the French horn? Well, for a long time. I started playing the French horn in high school and I really enjoyed it. When was that? Well, it was the year this happened. We first landed on the moon. So I'm not going to tell you exactly what year that was or how many years ago that was. I'm sure you can figure that out.
Hi boys and girls, I'm Wendy and I play the oboe. I started playing the oboe just before grade 7, so that means I've actually been playing over 50 years. That's really hard to believe, but the only reason I keep going is that it's just so much fun, especially when I'm playing in a group like the Oakville Chamber Ensemble, because that just makes me really happy.
I haven't always played the bassoon. I started off like Wendy playing the oboe, but when I got to senior high school, the band director told me very apologetically that he didn't have an extra oboe for me, but he did have this thing, and he brought out this piece of wood that was taller than I was. Well, here I am now, 67 years later, still playing it.
Hey there. I've been asked questions about what age is a good one to start playing the clarinet. So you need a couple of things. Your fingers need to be big enough to completely cover these holes. And your teeth in the front go on the clarinet. So you need your permanent adult teeth to be grown in. And those two things usually happen when you're about 9 or 10 years old. And so for me, that's exactly when I started playing the clarinet. I started when I was 10 years old and I was in grade 5, and I've been playing it ever since.
So one of the questions we're often asked is how long we've been playing together as a quintet. So most of us have been playing together for 3 school years. That's how long we've been going into schools and doing these shows. But all 5 of us have only been together for 2 school years, because about 2 years ago, we switched one of the original members that we had.
So, a question I'm often asked is, Michael, what are you doing with your right hand? We can see when you play the French horn, we can see what you're doing with your left hand, but your right hand is sort of hidden from view. What is it doing? Well, it is in the bell of the French horn. It can hold up the horn, it can shape and tune the sound coming out of the bell. And I can get special effects by using my right hand to bend the pitches coming out of the horn. I'll give you some examples. And you can even make sort of nasty sounds by really shoving that hand in and plugging up the horn. So the right hand does a lot of things on the French horn.
I thought I wanted to play the flute when I was about 10 or 11. I had a friend that played the flute and I used to go to his house and try it. And then one day, believe it or not, I actually heard a woodwind quintet playing in a concert. And the person sitting beside the flutist was playing an instrument I had never heard or seen before. And it turned out to be the oboe. And I just asked the teacher at the junior high school I was going to be going to, and he said, absolutely, you should play the oboe. Hardly anybody ever does. So I became the only oboe player in my school.
So that's all of our answers. Hope you found it interesting learning a little bit more about us.